Okay, I'm back, folks. I'm trying to find who played Laura Croft in the Tomb Raider movies. I know you guys are going to tell me right off the bat. But anyway, again, Sandra Bullock, Jennifer Lawrence, Jennifer Lopez, any one of them could really pull off the lead character in a live-action remake of Ghost in the Shell. I truly believe that. I truly believe that, and I think whoever else I mentioned. But, hold on for a second, folks. But again, I truly believe that it would work out right for them. I mean, I truly do, Angelina Jolie, that's it. Angelina Jolie, I believe, would make another good. Okay. Anne Hathaway, Sandra Bullock, Jennifer Lawrence, Angelina Jolie, Jennifer Lopez, I believe, to me, along with whoever else I mentioned, would be great lead actresses, would be great choices to play the lead character in a live-action Ghost in the Shell remake. That's just my personal opinion, because they're great actresses all the way around. Now you might say, well, what about the big bulking guy, the friends of hers? Well, I think you might have to get a wrestler for that one. So I think the guy with the glasses in the anime, you have to go with maybe, and I know I'm going to get my butt kicked for this, but two choices would have to be Rock or Cena. That's who I feel could pull it off for that guy. But anyway, like I said, any one of those actresses could be a great title, could really play the role of the lead character in a live-action Ghost in the Shell remake. And believe me, I'd like to see it happen. I really do, especially with everything we got nowadays. I mean, heck, they did a rendering remake, if you will, or they did a remastered edition of the original Ghost in the Shell, where the scenes where she's inside this kind of computer thing, whatever, this thing that inspired the Matrix, instead of being all anime, it's all CGI, all the kind of plug-in situations, if you will. It's all rendered it's all remastered in CGI, and it looks awesome. So to me, it would be great if they could do something. So to me, with the technology we have today, I think they could really pull it off. There's no doubt in my mind. Now, another anime I think could definitely use a live-action remake, if you will, a live-action adaptation, if not a remake of the actual movie. I mentioned it in my movie of the month, and I'll mention it again. Revolutionary Girl Utena. And you could say, oh please, I don't think anybody, and I know you might say, oh please, no one in Hollywood would want to do a live-action remake of that movie, because they won't even know where to start. Well, here's the unique thing about Utena. You don't have to actually remake the entire film, scene by scene. I mean, you could throw in some things here and there that people recognize, like, okay, like, let's say, you might want to keep in the, transformation into a car moment or, sequence. You might want to keep that in because that's a visual, like, what the heck did we just see? I'm always going to remember that for the film. Or I'm always going to remember seeing that in the film. You could keep that in there. You could keep to me, I think what you could do is you don't have to do like an entire remake with something like Utena, but you could keep like the same kind of visuals, the similar visuals that you see in the movie, and you could throw in some differences. Instead of it being like, okay, her and Anthony falling in love, you can have her fall in love with a male counterpart, with someone different, someone from the franchise, or maybe even an original character. Now, the question you might say, okay, that sounds all good and everything, Brian, but who would you pick as the lead characters? Well, if you wanted to stay true to the source, to me, you got to go with Jennifer Lawrence, no doubt about that, and you got to go with Megan Fox. Yeah, it's crazy, right? You're thinking Megan Fox? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, to me, I believe Megan Fox would fit well as either the title character Utena or as one of the female protagonists, antagonists in the film. She could fit in anywhere in that movie. There's no doubt about it. Doesn't matter if it's like Jury. She could be Jury. She could be the girl that is, you know, if you watch the climax of the original anime film, I can't think of her name right now, but basically feels that she should have everything instead of Utena and Anthe. You know, she could play that character. Heck, she could play Anthe for all I know. But any one of anything, and even you want to give her a shot at being Utena, that's fine too. But to me, she could play any of those roles. Just fit her in there. She could play any of those roles. And I'm not saying that because she's good looking. Let's face it, she's one of the most beautiful girls in Hollywood. But I'm saying that because she's a great actress. She has proven it, whether you like it or not. In the first two Transformers films, she's proven she could do good. You know, and speaking of Transformers films, you want to take that young girl that played in the movie, in the third movie, that played the love interest. Hold on for a second, folks. And that's a motorcycle outside. But again, you want the girl that played Carly in the Dark of the Moon film? I'm trying to find out what her name is. I think it's Rosie, Rosie Huntington Whiteley? Rosie Huntington Whiteley, I believe. Yeah, Rosie Huntington Whiteley. Get her or Megan Fox in there, and they could, like I say, any one of them could play that, you know, the title character, or Anthe, or Jury, or whoever else you could get them to play. Be great. And heck, put Rosie, from what I saw in Transformers Dark of the Moon, put her in the lead candidate spot to play Utena. And put her in that same position along with, say, Jennifer Lawrence. Put her in there with an Anne Hathaway or Kristen Stewart to play Utena. And again, like I said, to me, I see a live-action remake adaptation of the Revolutionary Girl Utena anime franchise, if not movie, as being, in my opinion, the next, I hate to say this, the next Twilight, the next Hunger Games, if you will, because it's, I mean, there's so much you could do with it. I mean, heck, if you want to, if that was the case, and you wanted to start out where, even at the end of the first film, you would have that transformation into a color sequence, and, you know, they burst out of it and all that, and you'd be like, why would they end the first film if they're going to do a second like that? Because it would want you, because there's so much more to talk about. Again, to me, any one of those actresses that I mentioned would be great for not just the title character, but for any roles you want to give them. Now, you might have your own opinions, and that's fine. Go ahead and let me know. But to me, those are the best candidates, in my opinion. Now, as far as, like, say, any male characters, again, there's a list of young Hollywood out there. Shia LaBeouf is a good choice for one of the for being part of that. Paramount was one of those two again. You know, like I say, Josh Huntington, if you will, you know, would be great. Any one of those characters, in my opinion, any one of the young actors, and some of you probably feel are the best young actors out there, could really, to me, fill out any of the male roles in there, if not the lead male role. If you want, I could switch it up a little bit. And again, you know, just because it would be a live-action adaptation or remake, you know, like I said, you know, it doesn't mean you have to, you know, focus on the title character, or, you know, not focus on title, but focus on remaking the entire movie scene by scene, or something like that. You could throw in differences. You could keep the visual scenes that from the movie that kept people going, like, made people go like, what the heck? What was that about, kind of deal. You know, to me, it'd be great. And I honestly believe it could be. So that's just my thought on that. And really, that's all I have to say about what I feel, what films, classic, anime, whatever, could definitely, use a live action remake in the future, a remake in the future. So let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with what I had to say? I'm sorry this was in 3 parts. Again, I have a 15-minute time limit on my main channel. But let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Video responses would be greatly appreciated. MJ Knight, Zero Nizarak. I would like to hear what you guys think. Let me know down below. Comment if you want. Video responses would be greatly appreciated, especially from you guys. Let me know down below. And God bless. Take care. I'm out. Peace out.